Thanksgiving is a holiday built on tradition, family, and gratitude. But for Nicole Kidman, this year's Thanksgiving was a test of resilience and reinvention. For the first time in nearly 2 decades, Nicole faced the holiday without Keith Urban by her side. The world watched as one of Hollywood's most beloved couples unraveled, and now, as the dust settles, everyone wants to know, how did Nicole Kidman really spend her first Thanksgiving post-split? Who was by her side, and what does this new chapter look like for the Oscar-winning actress? The headlines hit hard in early fall. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, after 19 years of marriage, were going their separate ways. The news was confirmed by both stars, but the details were kept private. For years, Nicole and Keith had been the gold standard of celebrity couples, red carpet royalty, always smiling, always holding hands, always gushing about each other in interviews. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. Sources close to the couple revealed that Nicole had tried to save the marriage, but in the end, it was irreconcilable differences that led her to file for divorce. Since then, Nicole has kept a low profile, focusing on her daughters, Faith Margaret and Sunday Rose, and trying to find her footing in a world that suddenly feels very different. Keith, meanwhile, has thrown himself into his music, reportedly living separately in Nashville and spending long hours in the studio. The split has been described as amicable, but those who know the couple say the pain runs deep. So when Thanksgiving rolled around, all eyes were on Nicole. Would she retreat from the spotlight, or would she find a way to celebrate the holiday in her own way? The answer came in the form of a single Instagram story, posted on November 28th. In the photo, Nicole stands with a large group, including her daughters, for what appears to be a Thanksgiving Day 5K, the classic turkey trot. Over the image, she wrote simply, "So thankful." It was a message that spoke volumes. No dramatic statements, no public tears, just a quiet moment of gratitude surrounded by family and friends. But for those who have followed Nicole's journey, the photo was more than just a holiday snapshot. It was a sign that, even in the midst of heartbreak, she's determined to keep moving forward. Insiders say that Nicole's focus this Thanksgiving was on her daughters. With full custody, she's been doing everything she can to create a sense of stability and normalcy for Faith and Sunday. The girls, now teenagers, have always been Nicole's top priority. Friends say she's been leaning on her inner circle, her mother, her sister Antonia, and a handful of close friends in Nashville and Australia. Nicole is all about family right now, one source told People magazine. She wants her girls to feel loved and supported, no matter what's happening with Keith. But make no mistake, this Thanksgiving was different. For nearly 20 years, Nicole and Keith had built their own holiday traditions. There were the big family dinners in Nashville, the trips to Australia to see Nicole's mother, the quiet moments at home with just the 4 of them. This year, all of that changed. Keith was reportedly on tour, spending the holiday with his band and crew, while Nicole stayed in Nashville with the girls. The separation was palpable, and for fans, it was a stark reminder that even the most glamorous lives are not immune to heartbreak. What's remarkable is how Nicole has handled the transition. Instead of hiding from the world, she's chosen to embrace her new reality. She's been spotted at charity events, supporting causes close to her heart. She's spent time with her daughters, taking them to see friends, going for walks in the park, and even participating in the local turkey trot. Those who saw her at the event say she looked happy, relaxed, and surrounded by love. It's a far cry from the image of a woman devastated by divorce. But that doesn't mean it's been easy. Sources say Nicole has had her share of difficult moments. The decision to end her marriage was not made lightly. For years, she and Keith tried to work through their issues, counseling, long talks, even trial separations. But in the end, the differences were too great. Nicole reportedly struggled with Keith's demanding tour schedule and the pressures of balancing 2 high-profile careers. There were rumors of disagreements over parenting, lifestyle, and even where to call home. In the end, Nicole chose her daughters and her own peace of mind. The split has also raised questions about what comes next. Will Nicole stay in Nashville, or will she return to Australia, where her mother and sister live? For now, she's keeping her options open. Friends say she's considering spending more time in Sydney, especially as her daughters get older. Australia is home for Nicole, one insider said. She feels grounded there, and it's where she can really be herself. As for Keith, he's thrown himself into his music. He's been spotted in the studio, working on new material, and performing at sold-out shows across the country. While he's kept quiet about the split, Those close to him say he's focused on healing and moving forward. Keith is heartbroken, but he's trying to stay positive, a friend told Us Weekly. He loves his daughters and wants to be there for them, even if things didn't work out with Nicole. The public response to the split has been a mix of shock, sympathy, and support. Fans have flooded Nicole's social media with messages of encouragement, praising her strength and resilience. Many have shared their own stories of starting over after heartbreak, creating a sense of community around the actress. For Nicole, it's been a source of comfort in a difficult time. But the real story of Nicole Kidman's first Thanksgiving without Keith Urban is not about loss, it's about resilience. It's about a woman who, after nearly 2 decades of marriage, is learning to stand on her own. It's about a mother who puts her children first, even when her own heart is breaking. And it's about the power of gratitude, even in the face of change. As the holiday season continues, all eyes will be on Nicole. Will she spend Christmas in Nashville or Sydney? Will she open up about the split in a future interview? For now, she's keeping her cards close to her chest, focusing on what matters most: family, healing, and the next chapter. But as the world watches Nicole Kidman step into her new life, one thing is certain: this Thanksgiving was just the beginning of a story that's far from over. The days after Thanksgiving brought a new kind of attention to Nicole Kidman. For years, she and Keith Urban had been the picture of a Hollywood love story, 2 stars who seemed to have it all. But now, with the split official and the first major holiday behind her, Nicole was stepping into a new reality. And the world was watching her every move. What stood out most to those close to Nicole was her determination to keep things as normal as possible for her daughters. Faith and Sunday have always been at the center of Nicole's world, and this Thanksgiving was no different. Sources say Nicole made sure the girls felt the warmth of family, even as their own family was changing. She organized a small dinner at home, inviting a few close friends and relatives. There was no lavish party, no red carpet, just laughter, comfort food, and a sense of togetherness that Nicole was determined to preserve. But even as she focused on her daughters, Nicole couldn't escape the public eye. Paparazzi snapped photos of her out for a walk in Nashville, bundled up against the November chill, her daughters by her side. The images went viral, with fans and tabloids alike speculating about her mood, her outfit, even the way she held her daughters' hands. Some saw strength, others saw sadness. But everyone agreed, Nicole was doing her best to move forward. Behind the scenes, Nicole's support system has been crucial. Her mother, Janelle, and her sister, Antonia, have both flown in from Australia to be with her. Friends in Nashville have rallied around her, offering everything from home-cooked meals to late-night phone calls. Nicole is leaning on her tribe, one insider told People. She's not alone, and she knows she doesn't have to be. Meanwhile, Keith Urban has kept a low profile. He spent Thanksgiving on the road, performing for fans and pouring his energy into his music. Those close to him say he's struggling with the split, but determined to stay positive for the sake of his daughters. Keith and Nicole are both committed to co-parenting, a friend shared. They want what's best for Faith and Sunday, even if it means putting their own feelings aside. The split has also sparked a wave of speculation about what went wrong. Some point to the pressures of fame, others to the challenges of balancing 2 demanding careers. There have been rumors of disagreements over everything from parenting styles to where to live. But those who know the couple say it was simply a case of growing apart. They tried, one source said. They really did. But sometimes love isn't enough. For Nicole, the focus now is on healing. She's thrown herself into her work, with several film projects lined up for the coming year. She's also spending more time in Australia, reconnecting with her roots and giving her daughters a chance to experience life outside the spotlight. Australia is home for Nicole, a friend explained. It's where she feels most at peace. But even as she looks to the future, Nicole hasn't forgotten the past. In interviews, she's spoken candidly about the pain of divorce, the challenges of starting over, and the importance of gratitude. Life doesn't always go the way you plan, she said in a recent interview. But I'm grateful for what I have, my children, my family, my friends. That's what matters. The public has responded with an outpouring of support. Fans have flooded Nicole's social media with messages of encouragement, sharing their own stories of heartbreak and resilience. Many have praised her for her honesty, her grace, and her ability to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Nicole is an inspiration, one fan wrote. She's showing all of us that it's possible to start over, no matter how hard it gets. As the holiday season continues, Nicole is focused on creating new traditions for her family. She's planning a quiet Christmas at home, with plenty of time for baking, movies, and board games. She's also looking forward to the new year, with hopes of travel, new projects, and maybe even a little romance. Nicole isn't closing the door on love, a friend shared. She's just taking things one day at a time. For Keith, the road ahead is less certain. He's committed to his music, but friends say he's still coming to terms with the end of his marriage. Keith is heartbroken, one insider said, but he's trying to stay strong for his girls. He wants to be the best dad he can be. The story of Nicole Kidman's first Thanksgiving without Keith Urban is one of resilience, hope, and the power of family. It's a reminder that even in the face of heartbreak, it's possible to find gratitude, to create new traditions, and to keep moving forward. For Nicole, this holiday was about more than just turkey and pie. It was about finding her footing in a world that's changed forever. As the world continues to watch, one thing is clear: Nicole Kidman is writing a new chapter, one filled with love, strength, and the promise of new beginnings. And if her first Thanksgiving solo is any indication, she's more than ready for whatever comes next. If you want to keep up with the real stories behind the headlines, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Here at Spotlight Vault, we bring you the facts, the drama, and the truth behind the internet's biggest moments. Drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you think Nicole is handling her first Thanksgiving solo? See you in the next video.